For the camp of an official Adiran envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course. When the mood is right, I find I like everything. I'm going to write Quilici tonight. Make sure he misses me. But, as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind? I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find. Technically, when I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. No! Well, me, obviously, but otherwise, no. What is childhood but for silly things? When my father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end. Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Do you do that often?
Let's just say we get some funny looks.
Well, next time give the girl some warning, will you? I like it, but not everyone is as open-minded as I am. Thankfully, the dreams are nothing too terrible. Just the usual things. Not studying for an exam, having all your teeth fall out. They're not nearly as enjoyable as my more, provocative dreams. Oh. Well, just be sure to have a quick release knot if you ever make that fantasy reality. Someone should learn from my mistakes. I certainly have no intention to.
I've been a lot of places I never wanted to go, but that was among the worst.
As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
The dream scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands. How can anyone expect us to do both? As if the dream scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adirans are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here. The steel garrote are a weapon. Who do you think wields them? It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. You really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels I don't appreciate being backed into a... Despite everything that's happened, in many ways, Quilici has been like a second father to me. But Yatsli, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good. Oh, she's a... While I have your attention, why is Inquisitor Ludwine suddenly interested in God? She's a smart one. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Lud... Not before I've done some reading.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. All that vigor's been wrung. Being back. It felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death. Hey, I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with that. The Living Lands is changing, and Temeriti's leading them as best she can, but towards what? And right now, what about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You released Igwolf, but you didn't stop the Stilgarot's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Your Emperor... Thanks for talking. Well, a marker of his service to Thirdborn, and something that helps his comrade.
You always hope it won't come.
You hope it won't, but it's an old Rauataian naval tradition, and another debt I owe him. Where to start? It's a huge desert full of sandy wastes, canyons, and highlands. On a clear day, you can stand at one of the overlooks to gaze straight across the great sand sea and see no end to the dunes. Yeah, it's dangerous and stark. A lot like Rauatai, but in a different way. Sandstorms instead of typhoons. Guess that's part of what I liked about it. Shake the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.
I don't leave Emerald Stair often enough. With everything going on, there's been no time to explore. My city had to burn down before... I'll be sure to wave a little. I used to think I had it all figured out. This entire... All we're missing... Maybe I'm being melodramatic, but what if... Beginning? You're a good list. I'm not the first animal. Until next time.
Listening to Yatsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else. I don't know, she's alright, okay? But how would she know how to get to the garden? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just anyway. Not before I've done some reading. I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it. I thought I'd give it a try, see how it feels. Yatsley's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely? Nothing, I'm fine. I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin. Scared? Right. You missed my whole point. I'm not about to let you lead Kai into certain death without my backup. You know what? Pretend I didn't say anything. Probably what you were planning to do anyway. Anyway. Pleasant dreams.
Oh, Envoy. Well, it's the waiting that makes the payoff so delicious, don't you agree? I can't believe Fjord's gone. A city of scientists. I'm going to personally find every Steel Garrote asshole and turn them to ash. I can't believe we were able to get as many out of town as we were. I suppose I'll... But if you tell him I said that, I'll deny it to my dying day. Besides, Quilici and I did just as much to help people out. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative. At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't. Long enough that I trust her to do her best by... You see, Emerald Stair. And, as a young at heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other rooms. That's how I met Temerity. Thirdborn's close to Nakukubel. In fact, there are. But I'd spent the better part. I had to go out and find new ruins to get lost in. Have you no sense of adventure, Envoy? I still go out often. I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling. Oh, part of it is my sparkling personality. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through him. Quilici and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful... Then I dazzled him with my delightful Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of...
Are you joking? He's my mentor. Not to mention 1,000 years old.
Oh, no. They're both handsome humans, of course. But Giada is like family to both Quilici and me. He taught her a lot of what he knows. She spent days in our home. Literal 26-hour days. I still can't quite believe that everything we've built is gone. It makes you wonder. Right. The city can... Thank you, Envoy. Try not to have... How can I... We've been traveling together for a little while. I just have to know. Did you purposefully choose such colorful company, or is that just what you attract naturally? I mean, I'm very clearly a delight, so it's obvious why you let me stick around. I'd seen Kai around once or twice, and always thought he was charming enough. He's got a sharp tongue, though. Makes me like him even more. And Marius. I don't know what's lurking in him, but I do think he should speak to someone on it. If he reaches out, do try, will you? As for Giada, well, clearly Giada is a gem. As for me, I'm just as riveting as you, but the boys are giving me a run for my money. A very fine... You do strike me as a people person. Tell me, do you get along with all you meet? You're not serious. Galloway's gonads, you are, aren't you? I have 1,000 questions. Had she died yet? Was she nice then, or always a monster? Had she died yet? You could have skipped lovemaking with a psychopathic dead woman, though. And here I thought I had a wild youth exploring ruins. You might be putting me to shame, dearie. Why do you think Wilichi and I went to Naku? Of course, other lovers were less willing. I just think it... well, you know, Envoy, we've traveled enough that I think I've gotten a handle on... style of fighting, I mean. But listening to your incantations, they could use some tightening up. I could probably teach you a thing or two, if you're up for it. What do you say? How about I show you a little bit of everything? What? Out of breath already? Talk to one of the boys. See if they can... Well,
Hey, sorry about your parents, you know.
That's very kind.
So I've gotten a stat boost from Yahtzee.
Sometimes grief clings to you like a shadow. Sometimes you...
Triggered.
This place was bad enough before the Dream Scourge. Now it's downright hazardous. I remember what it was like to be blindly optimistic. This used to be a fertile land, with lakes, forests, all of that. Then everything suddenly changed several hundred years ago. Now it's blasted deserts and dried up seas. Anything that lives here is simply stubborn enough not to die.
That's the most apt description of Thirdborn I've ever heard.
Maybe you will, but what about poor Kai? Huh? What about him? Just keep your head and you'll be fine. Let me look out for the others. What do you need? The only one we haven't talked about is Yahtzee. I don't trust her any further than I could throw her. She actually goes down into these ruins on purpose, and now she's trying to lead us to the garden. Might as well be searching for WoW's wacky wagon of mysteries. Nah, I'm sure she knows what she's doing. Let's see. Shatterscarp doesn't want to kill you, really, but the key here is water and shade. Cover your skin, or it'll be dried out in no time and you'll be as red as a Balrog's throat. You might be worried about saving water, but what you want to do is try not to sweat. Stay in shade as much as you... and don't drink the water from the plants out here. They're all full of parasites and poisons. Getting sick. What do you need? Right. Until next time.
Have you ever thought of doing anything with the coal around your eyes?
Right. Did you somehow not... not see the thick stripe across my eyes?
No, I mean designs other than the stripe.
Designs?
Don't get me wrong. The stripe really brings out your eyes, but it might be nice to change things up from time to time.
This is for camouflage. It has a vital role in surviving the wilds.
Seeds of change, their petals sprout across the barren. They sing to the unwanted. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe. A name given to the land. The soil does not want these cities. It yearns. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness. The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again. Efforts paid in blood, they lie to the earth. Death nourishes the soil. The spider devours her mate. We ponder.
I don't like this god. Check out this coral.
They're coming! You asked for it! Under my I love this spell!
It feels wrong killing them. But what choice do we have?
See you! Someone's eager to meet us. Devour!
That'll show him.
Skyrim, hide!
Invaders in the dark! We've got company! You won't get through me!
Enjoy the pain, dears.
Oh, it didn't hold that.
You've made this place safe again. Thank you. But you've made it safe for a little while. I'll stay for a while. I hope the flowers bring him I won't stay too long, I promise. I just wanted to spend some time with him. I didn't do enough of it when he was alive. Now, he's dead, and all I can do is give him flowers. It doesn't seem...
I hope they both find peace. They've earned it.
We're going in, aren't we? What am I saying? Of course we are.
Shrine.
Oh, roomy. That totem down there needs a bunch of space, I suppose.
I admit it's much nicer than I expected. A more than suitable home for a shrine.
Wow, a broken artifact. My favorite. Maybe we can find the other pieces.
Balance. Just that's pretty good.
Did you see the 100 visions too? Were you also called by he who sees and isn't seen? Does your god ever toy with you? Mine taunts their chosen with nonsense.
Yep, that sounds right. And you're still, that makes you even dumber.
And they're living up to their own name. They called me here, but I still don't know why. Some say you can hear the gods whispering in these totems. I've tried. It's a wonder any of us are still sane, really, between our gods and this plague. And I'd be happy to give it to you, as long as you humor. Oh, that's perfect. Tell me if you feel like you're in control still. That's all I want. Tell me if you possess autonomy and choice. Truly? I suppose as long as your purpose is aligned, it'll all be fun. Normally I wouldn't mind passing time, trading nonsense, but you'll be fine. Just...
I'll wager those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Let's have a closer look at camp.
These two really good. I only have two, so it's shadowing beyond restoring distance also restores a
That was a close one.
not good. Spiders.
Something happened here. A spinner lay its trap in the... A home became a prison. We thrash against the web that binds. Our mind drifts. We search for
That's done.
Great, that makes me feel like I have to keep it because I can simulate all the other ones, but I can't simulate that. Armor is a lot more intricate drawings in the book.
I'll fix this. Under my protection. We're not getting in through there.
Enjoy the change! Yes. Keep your company! Down, Kiri! This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
Roll a 15 or 20 belly grant. Plus 5% theft reduction. That's pretty good. That'll be good later. If I get like a reward. Okay. How am I gonna not pull that lever?
In retrospect, I should have seen it coming.
I almost did ignore it.
Gather round!
A marvel of engineering, this place. I can't believe it's still standing.
Love to see someone else so active in their twilight years.
No way forward from here. Just a little spark. Goes a long way.
Oh no. This is gonna be harder than I thought.
In retrospect, I should have seen that coming. A marvel of engineering, this place. I can't believe it's still standing.
Love to see someone else so active in their twilight years.
No way forward from here. Little power goes a long way. Charge it. Looks like we weren't the only ones searching for the heart.
I don't know which way to go first.
No treasure is worth this much trouble. I needed a break This had better be worth it.
Oh, it was like, that was a back entrance. Anyway, I could have just skipped it.
Can't do that. Patience, dearie.
What? How does... I hit up on the D-pad. I think it had to do with the fact that I got caught up in that light.
This has to be a joke, right? No treasure is worth this much trouble. They said
On your left, dear.
come on.
So I think that one I just
I'll fix this. Defenses up. Protect the envoy.
Goonies on set. Goonies 2.
We've got company.
Clearly a switch.
You put the heart on a pedestal. How subtle.
Why did he hide it here?
A man told a tall tale about the fish he caught. How novel.
Seems our local legend has not been entirely honest. He could have shared the
didn't
credit,
bottom part.
but no. He wanted it all for himself.
That was a hidden part of the quest. It's really cool. Oh wait, there was rafters back there that maybe I could have got on.
just one measly dungeon. How bad can it be?
No, Dario. I'm not doing this.
This is your fault. You went soft on that merchant. Barely nicked him. Reckon he lived and ratted us out to the constable. So we're gonna lay low in these ruins and sit on our haul. Who knows? Maybe we'll find treasures inside that'll make us rich.
Rich? You're gonna kill us all. Wow's eyes. Who are you?
Hey, first of all, we only bled that merchant a bit. Still quite alive when we left him.
I don't like this, Dario. This is how we get ourselves killed. First you said we should come to the Living Lands, and I went with you.
Stealing from that merchant was your idea, though. And credit where credit is due. It was a solid one.
Now you want me to break into some dungeon full of traps? I've had it.
Kuta bow. If it bothered you that much, you should have said so. Told you we should have gone into the ruins instead. I told you it'd be simpler. Now look what happened.
They're coming!
Get off me!
Gather round!
and raw. You will bend. Go up 10. Go up 10.
Done it better.
Print stuff and call it a night.
Godlike. Ah, back already? Have you got the heart? Huh? You won't even let an old man ask how you like my designs. Fine then. Start talking. Ah, yes. That. How could I? We were young and stupid. We went out in secret. The entire town hailed me as a hero the moment I stepped onto shore. I had overcome the Leviathan.
You could have shared the glory. What does it matter if one hunter or two killed the beast?
With everyone celebrating, I couldn't bear to tell them that I wasn't the warrior Thirdborn thought I was. That I couldn't save her. From the moment I stepped off that boat, I stopped being Capo the man. I was only the Leviathan Slayer.
I don't really like any of these options. Like, what does it matter? Like, he didn't kill them. Like, he could have. He didn't have to.
Perhaps not, but I hid everything I could in the ruins. I kept the heart safe. And whatever you may think, that means something. But adventurers started thieving, looking for gods know what. I set up traps to stop them. The heart is the only... You've brought it to me now, though, haven't you? Thank you. You've made an old man very happy in his...
I might have been able to take it, convert it into something like way better, or have more choices, but power attacks launch a poison dart.
Who needs fabric? Oh, you're back.
I almost spelled that on accident. I want to need any now. Petrified wood branches. Oh, I guess if I get a wand.
Oh, you're something illegal in the only town for miles? You should sign up for the Tiranui. We could use smart folks like you. I'm sure something untoward is happening, but I can't do...
Brilliant deduction.
Yeah, well, thank you for being such a good... Well, off you...
Accidentally read it.
Oh, you're back.
That wasn't what I...
What do you want? Really? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. Well, off...
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
There's an arrow outside of the top.
Oh, that water feels good.
we know where we're going.
Well, so what are you gonna do to impress her?
Oh, I'll balance my dagger's pommel on my finger while I drink a pint. The whole crew liked it last time.
You sure that's a good idea?
So,
That's how you got all the scars
That's
on
how
your
the
hands,
mad
isn't it?
archmage
nah, I'm getting
Cain
better at it.
found
You'll
himself
see.
in the living land.
If you say so.
But no one's seen him, have they? What's he been up to if he really is here?
Who can say what archmagi do with their time? Have any of you truly seen Reengrim? And yet, we all know her presence in these lands.
Give us another.
Another tale? Ah, godlike. Surely one as favored as you has a few good stories to tell. Would you care to share a tale with us, envoy? Then please, godlike, share your tale with us. Thank you again, godlike. I'll have to practice your story so I can add it to my collection. There are so many wonderful tales.
Poison build, that's tempting. But since my frost spell is pretty weak, so is my fire one though. But I could find a freezing pillar, which switch to a book. Because it's like these are ones like if I upgrade them to a gave me my shield. What's the maximum do? Melee attackers are knocked back. With 3 mages in the group, I should probably get this now. Even though this is more exciting. Oh, I have 2. Did I not spend one before? Oh, wait, I can also get it. Okay. Ah, crap. Well. I didn't need to do that now, so I could have got this. Damn it. That's actually something to think about though, because I think 20 I don't know if the spells are max or if my level max is 20, that's what it was in the first 2 games. If that's the case, I only have 4 more points I can spec into things. So this is probably worth it from 25 to 40. The third one's not that extra 10%. So that would be 1. So then I'd have, well, that's at 17, so then I'd have 2 more. For sure this is 1. Probably that, so that means, okay, it's probably good that this has all worked out pretty well then. Oh wait, actually, this one maybe I could just get a book of. Hopefully, I think I already had 1, but I don't know if that was the all fire one. I don't think I want that. Maybe, I don't know. If I can't, I might respec and then delete this, but this is really the only thing I regret. Oh, I guess. That too. Maybe I might want to get one of those too, because yeah, I think I will respec then. If 20 is the max, if it's not, I'll just keep. Well, it's only 1200. I'll wait to respec though. Or I could have this right now, but then again, like I could find a book for it. I'll have to think on that. Okay, so I can get. Explosive. So this with fire damage, but this increases stun. Those are